started up. People are coming in now. Fiona, hi Fiona. Angie. We'll get ready. So we'll come onto our mats and we'll start standing. Okay, we'll start right at the top of our mats. We'll bring our feet together, big toes touching, palms together to the center of the chest. And just close our eyes. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Nice, slow, even, gentle breathing. Closing off through the back of the throat. Just our Ujjayi breath that we want to try and come. Hi, Isa. So, our nice inhales and exhales, lengthening it in and out. And we want to try and maintain this as we move through our practice. Okay? We might lose it occasionally, and that's fine, but just come back to it when you can. It's hard to hold this breath and continue with our Ujjayi breath through the whole practice. Okay? It's part of your practice to get that to that place. But we just accept what we can and cannot do on any given day. Okay? So let's inhale, we'll lift our head, open our eyes, exhale, release the hands down. Okay, so let's begin. Inhale, take the arms up, palms together, look up, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way forward, hands to the mat, head release it. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the head, look forward, lean into the hands. Lift the heels up, draw the knees in towards the chest, and then hop or step back, lowering down into chaturanga. Keep the elbows squeezing into the body as you inhale, forward through, upward dog. Lift up, roll over the toes, press back, downward dog. It's 1, 2, and you try and widen through the upper back here. Let the head drop if you need to. 3, press back into the heels, 4, and on 5, lift the heels, bend the knees, hop or step forward. Inhaling, press into the hands, straighten the arms, lift the chest. Exhale, fold back into the legs. Then pressing down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhaling, hands down. Good, all right. Moving with the breath again. Inhale, arms up. Keep the navel drawn in. Swan dive all the way forward and down, hands down. Try to bring the wrists in line with the little toes, bending your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, straighten the arms, look forward. Again, draw the shoulders back. You want the shoulder blades onto the back of the body as you lean forward, lift the heels up. Bring weight into the hands and step or hop back into plank. Go forward, lower down into chaturanga. This time let's press back up into plank. Roll towards the right, take the left arm up. Inhale, exhale, left hand down, lower down chaturanga. Press back up into plank, roll towards the left, take the right arm up. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips and then right hand to the mat, lower down chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling back into downward dog. 1, 2, again wide through the shoulder blades, upper outer arms are rotating down towards the mat. 3, finding that external rotation through the arms. 4, really press as hard as you can into the hands to send the hips back and lengthen the upper body. And 5, lift the heels, bend the knees, hop or step forward. Inhale, head up, exhale, fold back into the legs. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs here. Try not to just fly through this pose. And then press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands down. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, navel in, lower down. Hands to the mat, head releases. Inhale, press into the hands. Look forward, lean into the hands. So lift the heels, bend the knees, bring them in towards the chest. Okay, lift the right leg up. Okay, so lifting the heel in towards the glute. Weights more into the hands now. Right leg down. Left leg up. Heel in towards the glute. Lean into the hands. Fingertips active. Left leg down. Knees in towards the chest. Keep leaning forward. So you can lift both heels up. Shoot back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhaling back. And downward dog. Come forward into plank. Roll towards the right. Take the left arm up. Okay, so side plank again. This time we're going to bring our left knee in towards our chest and hold for 1, 2, really squeeze it in nice and tight as you can towards the chest. 3, 4, keep the knee where it is, rotate the left hand down, hold for 1, 2, 3, and 4, roll towards the right, or sorry, to the left, take the right arm up. 1, left knee still in tight towards the chest. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Rotate right hand down, keep the knee into the chest, lower down, chaturanga. Don't let the knee touch. Step back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Come forward into plank, roll towards the left, take the right arm up. Now the right knee is going to come tight in towards the chest. Really squeeze it in as hard as you can. It's 2. Working the psoas here, pulling it in. 3. Hip flexors are working to bring the knee tight towards the chest. 4. And 5. And rotate back. Right hand down for 1. Knee still into the chest. 2. Press into the mat. 3. 4. 5. Rotate towards the right. Take the left arm up. 1. Right knee still squeeze it in. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Rotate the left hand down. Knee still into the chest. Lower down, chaturanga. Let the knee touch. And then step back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back. Downward dog. And hold. For 1. Okay. Still finding your breath here. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Bend the knees, sink the hips, hop or step forward. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold down into the legs. And then press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Hands flat, head releases. Inhale, head up. Okay, so again, lean into the hands, lift the knees in towards the chest. Right heel up. Right foot down. Left heel up. Keep leaning forward, shoulders back, left foot down. And then keep leaning forward, try to bring both heels up, and then shoot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. And we'll look to the hands, step our right foot towards our right thumb. We'll come down onto our left knee. And we'll just come up. Inhale, take the arms up. So reach up out of the waist and then start to bring the right knee forward a little bit. So let the hips sink forward and down, stretching the front of our left thigh, left hip. It's 2, 3, 4. Bring the hips back. Left hand down, straighten the back leg, turn towards the right, take the right arm up. It's 1. Make the hips heavy. Okay, and then press back through the left heel to lift the left thigh up. 2. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards center line. 3. 4. Looking down, I'm going to roll to the outside of the left foot and then turn the right toes out towards the side of the mat, coming up on the very edge of the mat of the foot. Draw the left hip underneath, right knee drops towards the back of the mat. And then step the right foot back, side plank. Hold, and then right hand down, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Left foot steps towards the left thumb, come down onto the right knee. Again, we'll come up. So inhale, take the arms up. Press the hips forward, bring the knee forward. It's 1. Keep the navel in. And then try to lift the front hip bones up. Okay, so tilting the pelvis up. So we get a little bit more stretch through the front of the right hip. 2. So we're not just pushing the hips forward, we're also trying to come back into a neutral position. Good, and then release. Right hand to the mat, just straighten the back leg, turn towards the left, take the left arm up. And so strong right leg, thighs lifting towards the ceiling as the hips are sinking down into the strength of that thigh. Find your twist. Lengthen the left side of the body forward. Good. And then looking down, I'm going to turn the left toes out on about a 45-degree angle. Rotate to the outside of the right foot. Right hip tucks underneath. It's 2. Left knee working towards the back of the mat. 3, 4. And then step the left foot back. Side plank. Hold. Find the stable, nice stable, strong right shoulder joint to hold this pose. And then left hand down. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. It's 1. Hear your breath, okay? Slow inhales and exhales. 2, 3, 4, and on 5. Bend the knees, sink the hips, hop or step forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhaling, hands down. So bend our knees now. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold into the bent legs. Take the hands flat and then straighten the legs as you raise the head. Inhale, head up. Take the hands forward, knees towards the upper arms. And then lean into the hands. Okay, you can do it with straight arms or bent elbows. It's okay. Keep looking forward. Lift through the navel. See if you can lift the heels up off the mat for a breath. And then step or hop back. Chaturanga. Okay? Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Left heel turns in, right foot, big step forward. Inhale, come up, warrior 1. Reach up, lengthen. And then exhale the hands to the mat, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Right heel turns in, left foot steps forward. Inhale, lift. And then exhale the hands to the mat, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees, sink the hips, hop or step forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. So move with the breath. And then bend through the knees, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, back to standing. Again, bend the knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up. Hands out in front. Move into your version of Bakasana, whether it's the feet down or the legs lift. Straight arms, bent arms, whatever. And then hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Okay, so left heel turns in towards center. So try and do this. Left heel first and then step forward. Okay? It's harder, but it works that action of the knee in towards the chest, strengthening the hip flexor. Okay? Inhale, up, lift, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Again, right heel first. So ground the back heel in. And then knees in towards the chest. Come forward as far as you can. Step the foot towards the thumb. Okay? As opposed to having the back heel up. Okay? It's a little bit easier that way. But we want to work the actions of strengthening the hip flexor. Okay? So try to keep the back heel down first. Reach up. And then exhale the hands to the mat. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Let's do it again. Left heel in, right foot. Big step forward. In. Lift. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right heel in, left foot steps forward. Inhale. Exhale. Move with the breath. Upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. One more time. Left heel in, right foot forward. Inhale. Exhale. Right into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Last side, right heel in, left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Okay? So small little techniques sometimes in your sun salutations make all the difference in the rest of your practice. Okay? So if you work the difficult things in your sun salutations, it makes other parts of your practice, other poses, a little bit stronger. Okay? Takes them a little bit deeper. So just a small little action of bringing the heel in first before you step your foot forward. It really starts to work the strength of your core and your hip flexors. Right? Your shoulders pressing into the hands. All these actions work into other poses, other parts of your practice. So everything's in the sun salutations, okay? Really advance your practice by the way you practice your sun salutations. All right, bend the knees, sink the hips, look to the hands, hop or step forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. And then bend through the knees, sweep the arms up. exhale, back to standing. Good. So we'll take the feet hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, grab hold of your big toes with your index and middle finger. Inhale, head up, straighten the arms, and then exhale, elbows wide, folding down into the legs. So one, okay, knees can be bent, so you lengthen the crown up through the crown of the head first, and then work to engage the quads to straighten the legs, then you mount. 3, 4, and 5. So inhale, straighten the arms. Okay? Left hand towards the left hip. Lift the right foot up off the mat about an inch for 1, 2, 3. Start to take the right leg out towards the side. Lift it up. Hold. And then bring it back in. Lift it up. Hold. And bring it back in. One more time. Lift it up. Hold. And then bring it back in. And then release it down. Good. Let's switch sides. Grab the left big toe. Right hand on the hip. Weight towards the right foot. Lift the left foot up off the mat about an inch. 1, 2, 3. Now start to take the leg out towards the side. Hold. And then back in. Up. Back in. One more time. Up. Hold. And then back in. And then release the toe. Okay. Good. Bend the knees. Slowly go all the way back up to standing. Step our feet together. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head up, hands forward, knees towards the upper arms. Okay, so try it with straight arms. Lean. Bring the knees as high up on the arms as you can. And then just lean forward, but pull your shoulders back until you start to feel some lightness in the feet. And then hop back gently. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back downward dog. So left heel turns in, right foot steps forward. Let's come all the way up with straight legs. We'll inhale the arms up as we turn towards the left. And then hinge up over top of our right leg. Take the hand towards the shin of the ankles. The left arm comes up for Trikonasana. That's 1. That's it. 2. 3. 4. And then on 5, just rotate down. Left hand towards the mat. You can turn the back toes in a little bit if you want, if you need to. If your hips are a little tight, keep the right hip drawing back. Take the right arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looking down. Take the left hand just out in front of the right foot a little bit. Step into the right foot, and we'll lift the back leg up. So you can stay looking down. You can start to take the right arm up. Find a little twist again. It's 2. Strong standing leg. 3, 4, and on 5. Take the hands to the mat. Okay, step the left foot back, bring the toes down. Bring the right knee towards the upper arm, towards the armpit. Lean forward and lift the right heel up off the mat. For 1, so the knee is resting on the upper arm. Arm can be bent. 2, and 3. Step back, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Right heel turns in, left foot steps forward, come up. Turn towards the right as we take the arms up for Trikonasana on this side. Inhale. Exhale out over top of the left leg, taking the hand towards the shin of the ankles, the right arm comes up. 1. Keep lengthening the left side ribs forward. 2, then shortening the right side just slightly. 3, so there's a little engagement there in the core. 4, and 5, and then rotate the right hand down. Take the left arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking down, take the right hand out in front of the left foot, step into the left leg, lift the right leg up. Again, looking down, or you can start to turn and twist if you want, or you can just stay with square hips as well, okay? It's 2, 3. You take the twist. We're going to keep both hands to the mat. Just keep lift from the chest. Keep strong right leg. Good. And then take the back leg down. Left knee comes towards the upper left arm. Lean forward. Lift the left heel up for 1. So elbows slightly bent just to create a shelf for the left knee. Just holding here. And then step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Bend the knees, look to the hands. Off and step forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet. Let's inhale, come all the way. Palms together. Exhale. Hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, head up. Lean into the hands or take the hands forward, sort of Bakasana. Okay, so finding your Bakasana, straight arms, try it if you can, it's not that bad. And then step back, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Left heel in, right foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Open the back toes, take a long stance. And then start to bend the right knee. We'll come into warrior 2. 1. Okay, so really pull everything in towards center line. Take the tailbone down, lift the front hip bones up. Lengthen the inner right thigh forward. You're lifting the inner back thigh. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, take it either the elbow to the knee, or you can take the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Left arm now comes up and over top of the head. We turn to look underneath the arm. 1. 2. 3. 4. And on 5, hands to the mat. Step back, let's lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. So right heel turns in, left foot, big step forward. All the way up. Warrior 2. So bending the left knee. Taking the arms up, looking over top of the left fingertips. 2. And finding a neutral position in the pelvis. Inner left thigh reaches forward. So we're trying to engage or lengthen the adductor on the left inner thigh. If it's short, it sort of pulls that knee in. So we want to keep the knee working out. We want to keep that length. Then hinge forward. Elbow to the knee or hand on the outside of the foot. So the right arm now comes up and over top of the head. 1. Make the hips heavy again, supported by the weight or the strength of the back leg. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Hand to the mat. Step back. Let's lower down chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling back into downward dog. So look to the hand, step our right foot towards our right thumb. We'll come down onto our left knee and we'll come up. So we're going to do a twist here. So we'll take the left arm up. Turn. Try and bring the elbow on the outside of that right knee. And then from here, if you can, either in prayer position, or maybe you can take that left arm underneath and work towards the bind. Opening the chest, leaning back slightly, staying here, or if you want, try and straighten out the back leg. It's 2. 3. 4. And on 5, you can either keep the bind, or you can release it and come into prayer position. We're going to step into the right foot, and we're going to lift the back leg up. Okay. So the full version of this is with the bind, okay, but it's a little tricky on the balance, okay? It's 2, so just try it with the bind if you want. 3, it's tricky enough with just hands in prayer position. 4, all right, and 5, and then release. Hands to the mat. We'll just step back, press back into downward dog. You can go through flow if you want. We'll just step to downward dog. And then the left foot's going to come towards the left thumb. We'll come down onto our right knee. So right arm now comes up. We turn towards the left, bring the elbow on the outside of the knee. Again, either into prayer position, or if you want to work towards the bind, you can take that right arm underneath the thigh, wrapping around it. See if you can get the bind. It's 2. Just take your time. Sneak the arm through. 3, and then really open up that back shoulder, open the chest, and just a slight little back bend. So you want the shoulder blades coming into the body to keep that chest open. So we're not curling in towards the left hip. Just keep leaning back into the leg. All right, so we're going to come into our little balance. Okay, so you can take the hands into prayer position. You can stay in the bind if you want to try it there. We're going to step into the left foot. So to bring the weight forward and see if you can lift that back leg up. Take your time. Fall out of it as many times as you need to, okay? It doesn't matter. We're just practicing, right? If we don't do it, we'll never get there. So we just practice this. If we fall out, we come back into it, try it again, fall out, try again, fall out, try again. Just keep working on it, working on it. And after time, find you can hold it a little bit longer, right? Like with anything, you get a little bit better with practice. All right? And then exhale, release. Hands to the mat, step back, either downward dog, or you can go through chaturanga, upward dog, and then downward dog. Okay, so meeting in downward dog, we'll step our left foot towards our left thumb and turn to face the right side of our mat. Just the hands below the shoulders, we'll inhale, and exhale, bend the elbows. I'll release the head towards the mat. Slide the hands back, so actually let's do this. Take the hands back behind us. So the palms are up and we're on the backs of our hands, and the head is releasing to the mat. Press into the tops of the hands, okay? And feel the shoulder blades lift when we do that. For those that are adventurous in this position, you can take the crown of the head towards the mat, and then start to lift the legs up. We want to come into a headstand from this position. Otherwise, just staying in your forward fold. Those that are up, we'll take our legs down, and just with control, release the feet down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, the hands to the hips. And inhale, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, releasing them behind the back. Lift the chest and exhale, fold forward, take the arms up and over top of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So inhale, come all the way back up. One more time, hands on the hips. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. And reach out, grab a hold of our big toes with our index and middle finger. Inhale, exhale, take the elbows wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Okay, so not too far out ahead of you. Try to take them nice underneath the shoulders, not too far, okay? We're going to lean into our hands, lift our heels up, come to the tips of our toes. 1, keep pressing down into the hands. Maybe the legs lift up. 2, 3, working on our handstands, press-ups. 4, so tilt the pelvis. Try to lift the sitting bones towards the ceiling, and the hips. As the hips tilt, the legs lift up. All right, and then exhale, release. Okay. Hands to the hips, exhale the breath. Inhale, come all the way back up, and we'll step back to the front of our mats. So from here, we'll come into free pose. We'll bring our right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Bring our palms together to center the chest. For those who want to go into half lotus, you can come into half lotus as well as an option, grabbing the right big toe. Okay. Or just staying in tree pose if that's enough for you today. It's 2. Let's work on balance here. 3, 4, and 5. Right. Bring the foot out, cross it over top of the right or left knee, come forward, bring the elbows past the shin. 1, 2, 3. If you want, take the hands towards the mat. Working in Galavasana. Start to lean into the mat, lean into the hands, keep the elbows squeezing in until the back leg lifts, and then the back leg goes back. head towards the mat, back up into a tripod headstand. And then from there, reverse it, doing back to Galavasana. So left knee pulls the right foot in towards the upper left arm. And sets it up. Then take the leg back, press into the hands, lift the head. And then release. And we'll come up. Okay? So that's where you can take it, okay? It comes into like the third series in the Ashtanga. We come into Galavasana from tripod headstand. Alright? So play with it. Those are coming into tripod headstand from Bakasana and then back to Bakasana. So the same sort of actions. You've got to press down and lift the chest and lift up, okay? But this is just a different pose. So other side. So coming into tree pose, or bringing the left foot into half lotus, whichever one you're working on. And then palms together, just breathe. One. Okay. So nice steady balance. Two. Good. Three. 4. And 5. And then take the foot off the thigh. Cross it over top of the right knee. Come forward. Okay. Working. You can just stay here too if you wish. Okay. I'll do this side again. Okay. We're taking the elbows down in towards the shin. Taking the hands to the mat. Lean forward. Working at any stage here. Okay. Maybe working towards your Galavasana. The back leg lifts. Working down into tripod headstand. Lifting up. And working back to Galavasana if you wish. Right knee pulls the left foot in towards the upper right arm. And once that's there, hook those right or left toes around the upper right arm. Take the right leg back, lift the chest, and then release. Good. And come all the way back up to standing. Nice, eh? Difficult sequence. Hands together. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head up. Then hop or step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back downward dog. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, let's hop, step through as we come to seated. And so taking the legs out in front of us, hands just beside the waist. Flex the feet. Regain your breath. Slow in and out through the nose. So don't breathe through the mouth. It's always in and out through the nose. Breathing through the mouth, you lose a lot of prana, a lot of energy. Okay? So you can control your breath a little bit more as you breathe slowly in and out through the nose. Okay? Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, Paschimottanasana. Grab your big toes or your outsides of your feet, whatever you can, and then exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and good, and 5. Lift up. Exhale, release the hands. Cross the ankles. Roll forward onto the shins. Okay, so take the hands, fingertips in line with the knees. Lean into the thighs. Press the mat away for 1. So keep drawing the knees tight towards the chest, just like we did at the beginning. 2 with our side planks. 3. Keep lifting the knees tight towards the chest. Tight, tight, tight. And then exhale down. Okay? So for our jump throughs and everything, we want the knees as close as they can towards the chest. If the knees are away and they drop away, then that's where the feet get stuck on the mat. So the more engagement through our hip flexors, our psoas, to pull the knees up into the chest, the tighter the ball we can get into. Okay? There's other things going on too with the shoulders and with the core as well. The main actions are through the hips and through our cervix, okay? Anterior muscles here in our shoulders. All right, so take the left leg out, interlace the right leg, feet, interlace the fingers underneath the right foot, and we'll take the leg up. Okay? So 1, pressing up through the big toe mound, try to lift up through the crown of the head. 2, 3, let's twist. 1, take the right arm back. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see if we can do this. We'll take the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Starting in prayer position. You keep the right knee bent. 1, just working a little bit deeper twist. 2, 3, 4, take the hands down beside you, lean forward. Try to keep the knee up on the arm. Press into the left foot to lift the hips up. Lean forward. And see if you can come into split leg Kundanyasana. And then exhale, release. So just a different way of getting into it. Again, third series, you come into that pose from tripod headstand. Right into it. Okay? Well, maybe we'll work on that next week. All right. Interlace the fingers underneath the left foot. Take the left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee a little bit. Take the right hand on the outside of the left foot. Take the left arm back. Straighten the left leg. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend the left leg. Bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Start in prayer position, twist for 1. So the left knee can be bent. 2, 3. Good. Take the hands towards the mat. Lean into the hands, lift the hips up, okay? With the strength of the right leg, and then lean forward. So you can lift the right leg, take it back, and split leg, Kundanyasana. 1. Wish I could see you all, see how you're doing. 2, and 3, and then hop back, good. And let's take a vinyasa. So cross the ankles, roll forward onto the hands, onto the shins, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Okay, good. Bend the knees, lift with the hands. Hop or step through, and come to seated again. And so it's a fun little transition. You can work into all these arm balances in different ways. Traditionally, they're coming through from tripod headstand. You go into Ashtanga, all these different poses. Kundanyasana, Kalavasana, Ekapadabhakasana, all these poses from tripod headstand. Okay? But that's an advanced practice. So we've got to find ways of getting into these postures from our seated position. So there's all kinds of different ways that we just try and just work our way to get the arm balance first before we try coming into them from a tripod headstand. Okay? So let's take the right leg up. Let's come into a Merchasana. Okay, so we'll bring the right heel in towards the right hip, left leg straight, or if you want to work in B version, you can take the left leg in half lotus. Okay? And then we're going to come forward. Take the upper arm back into the shin, and we'll fold down into the left leg. Pressing the right arm back into the shin as you bring the chest forward. And so you're working down through the inside of the right thigh. Working it to open up the hip a bit here. Keep lengthening forward. Work that right sitting bone towards the mat. That's right, that sitting bone towards the mat. Don't let it lift. Okay? Try not to, especially in half lotus. Sometimes people in half lotus, they're rolling over towards the one side, right? You want to try and keep everything towards center. All right, and then we'll come up and then we'll release. And then we'll do the other side. So with the right leg out, left leg in, or right leg in half lotus. Okay? And again, try not to roll towards the right. Try to keep the body right along the center line, just like in your first seated pose, Paschimottanasana. Right in the center line. Don't roll towards the right. So you're working to get that left sitting bone towards the mat. Now it might not ever get there, but just have that intention to bring that sitting bone down. Okay? All right, and then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Nice. Shake it out, cross the ankles, hop or step back, lower down, chaturanga. upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. In, we'll come forward, back through, back to seated. We're going to roll towards the right, bend the left knee, and bring the right foot in. So this Virachasana is E. Virachasana E. So with the left leg bent, we're going to come forward, bring your upper arm back into the shin. Just like we did before, wrapping around for the bind if it's available. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, come up. So we're going to bring our hands forward, right knees towards the upper right arm here. We're going to lift the hips up. So we've got 4 points of contact. We're going to lean forward and lift the right heel up off the mat. 3 points of contact. Keep leaning forward, bring the left knee in towards the chest, so you can lift the left foot up off the mat. Maybe extending the left leg back. Okay? And that's Ekapati Bakasana. Again, pose that we come into from tripod headstand, but we're working from seated. And when you're ready, release and come back to seated. Okay? So again, we're just playing with these arm balances today. So draw the right heel in, bending the right leg. Left knee comes in, left heel towards the hip. Come forward, bring the upper arm back into the shin, and then we're going to fold forward. So 1. And that's it. 2, again, working to try and settle the hips towards the mat if you can. 3, 4, and on 5. Take the hands forward, okay? Lean forward, lift the hips up. So let's keep that left knee up high on the arm. Lean forward, lift the left heel up. Right knee in towards the chest, lift the right foot. And then maybe extending the right leg back. Ekapati Bakasana. And then when you're ready, hop back. You can go through a flow, or just come back, downward dog, and then back to seated when you're ready. All right, let's come into Baddha Konasana. We'll bring our feet together. Pull our heels in, open up the feet like a book here. Okay, so we'll give the upper body a little rest. So to reach the knees out towards the side. Actually, let's lift the hips, bring them in towards the heels. Let's do this for a second. Take the hands towards the knees. Press down on the knees, but press the knees back into the hands. For 1, so you're trying to lift the knees up into the hands. 2, activating the inner thighs. 3, 4, and 5, and then release them. Grab the toes. Let the knees soften towards the mat. One more time. Hands on the knees. Press the knees up into the hands down into the knees. Reactivate the inner thighs. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then release. Grab the toes. You might feel the knees softening towards the mat a little bit more. Engagement of the muscles, and then once you release them, they can go a little bit further into the stretch. So you engage, tighten, and then release, soften. Engage, and then release. You can do that maybe 2 or 3 times. See how deeper your stretch goes. All right, inhale, come up. Grab a hold of our big toes, lean back, and then start to take the legs out, pressing the toes into the fingertips. It's 1. Look up towards the ceiling. 2, pull back on the toes and push forward through the toes. 3, 4, 5, bring the legs together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross the ankles, roll forward, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling back into downward dog. Inhaling, come forward, down onto our knees. Take the feet wide, and sit back down in between the heels. We're going to start to come back, inclining here. Okay. Take the elbows down. Maybe stay here. Okay. Maybe you can come down with the shoulders all the way towards the mat. 1. Finding a neutral pelvis, so try to lift the front hip bones up. 2, tailbone down towards the knees. 3,
4, 5, hold a few more breaths. 6, 7, and 8. Press the elbows, start to come up. Lead with the chest, head comes up last. Hands to the mat, lift up, press back into downward dog. And then we'll come forward, come down onto our knees, we'll come up, just onto our knees. Just take the left foot forward. Bend the right leg, reach back, grab a hold of the right foot. And then start to pull the heel in. If you can take the hand towards the top of the foot and press it forward. 1. And double the mat, okay, underneath your right knee if your knee's sore. Okay, so take care of your body as you move through your practice. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then release it. Okay? And then we'll switch sides. Right leg forward, left leg back, bend the left leg. It's either grabbing the ankle and pulling the heel in, or reaching back, grabbing the foot, bring the hand to the top of the foot, pressing towards the big toe mound. And you bring the foot in towards the hip. 1. Try to find that stretch through the thigh, through your hip. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then release. Good. Hands to the mat. Let's just one more time press back into downward dog. And look to the hands, hop or step forward. Feet together. Inhale, head up halfway. Exhale. And then slowly come all the way back up to stand. Let's lengthen up. Reach the arms. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale. Hands down. Okay? So we're going to take our feet, but maybe a little bit wider than hip width apart. You can turn the toes out slightly. Eventually you want the toes straight forward. We're going to look at standing back bends. So we're going to take the hands towards the hips. Okay, so wrists are in line with the SI joint, right? Sort of the belt line here. And we're going to bend our knees. So we want to strengthen the legs. We're going to bend our knees, take them forward, push the hips forward, lift up through the chest. Okay? Try to gain length through the back, lower back, and then just come back with the head drop. 1. Just look up towards the ceiling. You don't have to go very deep here, okay? We're going to work deeper and deeper. 2. Go to where it feels okay. 3. And you still have strength in the legs. 4. And then press down through the feet to strengthen the legs. Straightening them. Come up. And then let's fold forward. And just dangle. Let the back release. Slowly come all the way back up again. Okay, so this is training for our dropbacks. Okay? This could take a long time to get into dropbacks. It can take years. Okay, so let's just start training our lifting up, lengthening our back. Okay, so we're not just crunching into our lower back. It's going to cause problems. Okay, in your practice. Maybe not today, tomorrow, but maybe in a month or 2, maybe a year. Okay, if you don't have the right alignment or right structure. Okay, in your back bends, then it's going to cause problems, okay? So again, feet a little wider than hip width apart, you can turn the toes up just a little bit, okay? That sort of gets around the tightness in our hips. We want hands towards our lower back, push the hips forward, bend the knees. So knees, ankles flex. Okay, we lift up. Okay, lift up. Rotate the shoulders. The shoulder blades are pressing into the body. Okay? And then this time, let's take the hands in prayer position in front of our chest. And start to drop the head back and look back. It's 1. Okay, as far back as you can. 2, 3. Keep strong legs. Hard to talk. 4. And then straighten the legs. Come all the way up. Lead with the chest. Head down. And again, let's fold forward. Let the back release. Some of you are more naturally able to do back bends. Okay? I'm not a natural back bender. Okay, my back is stiff. It's had years of banging and cracking, and it just doesn't naturally back bend. So back bends are hard for me. So it's just a practice that I have to keep working on. All right, slowly come all the way back up. So in our back bends, okay, we want the shoulder blades into the body. So there's these circular actions that we have. Hips are going forward, and they're circulating this way. There's a circle here, right? So our tailbone's working down, front hip bones are lifting, we're lengthening our back, so this is working this way. So this has to open, front of your hips. You have open hips. The upper shoulders are working the same direction. Shoulder blades are pressing into the body. Shoulder blades are coming this way. Okay? So that action. Now to counter that, you want the front lower ribs pulled in. So they're coming in the opposite direction of the circle. And that's where you get your support. So you got shoulders going this way, ribs going this way, and then hips going this way, okay? So that ribs coming down gives you the support here, plus your bandhas. If you got Mula Bandha, okay, you don't have to squeeze your glutes, okay? Mula Bandha gives you the support in your pelvis. So let's do this again. Feet out, bend the knees, let the knees come forward, push the hips forward, keep open through the front of the body, lift shoulders into the body, lower ribs in, take the hands towards the chest, start to lean back and look back. So you can go maybe look a little bit further down the wall if you need to. It's 2 strong legs. 3, now let's take the arms, palms together, up over top of the head. 4, keep lifting through the chest. All right, and then inhale straight, those legs, strong legs. Inhale, come up, and then exhale again, fold forward. Let the back release. So you keep working in this action, okay? Of the upper body, lower body working in the same direction, but the support comes from the midline of your body, okay? Your lower rib pulling in. Strong core action. And then keep length in your lower back. You don't want to crunch in your lower back. Shoulder blades into the body, best you can. Okay? Try to keep the chest open as you go back. And then the strength is in your legs. Keep your legs strong to support the weight, okay? Because eventually you're going to have to come back up, right? It's core action, but strengthen the legs as well. All right, good. So let's come down onto our mats. If we're not there already. And then we're going to start to fold forward. Take your arms forward, grab your feet, and then fold. So keep working those back bends on your own. And it's going to take time. Well, for most of us anyway. Some of you might be natural back bend, maybe you've been doing it for a long time. Maybe in gymnastics and stuff like that. But be careful, because the gymnastic type of back bend is different than the yogic back bend. And there's no back, it's just like crunching into their lower backs. There's no structure or bandhas there to hold the lower back in a safe position. Okay, so just be careful and be mindful of your lower back, always. All right, come up. Lie down onto our backs. Take our legs up towards the ceiling. So you can stay here, okay, with the legs just straight up. Hands down, hips down. Or you come into shoulder stand. Okay, hands towards the lower back, and then take the legs up towards the ceiling. Okay, 1. Chin away from the chest. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Take the legs over top of the head for halasana. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And bend the knees in towards your temples and towards your ears for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And then we'll just finish here. Release the hands, slowly roll the back down. 1 vertebrae at a time, taking the legs out. If there's any other closing postures you want to do, Matsyasana or headstand or anything, feel free. Otherwise, we're just going to come into Shavasana now. We're going to open up the palms beside the body, let the toes fall out towards the side, feet apart. Close the eyes, just let go of all effort. Find your breath, coming back to a natural rhythm. Okay. slow, steady, even breathing. So in our yoga practice, we always want to try and accept challenges. Looking to try and go maybe a little bit deeper. Maybe trying something we've never done before. And that's how we progress. If we just stay in the same spot, in the same poses, the same way every day, then we don't progress. Practice gets stagnant. It can become boring because there's no challenge. You always want to be looking for something deeper in your poses. Even in the simplest poses, there's something more. There's always something more. So just keep striving to find that, okay? Find the difficult. Find the uneasy. This is how we change and grow in our practice, and grow in our life. We take that off our mat to other aspects of our life. Not shine away from the difficult, the uncomfortable. We accept it, work towards it, we work through it. We find the reward on the other side. So stay as long as you want in your Shavasana. Well, thank you for coming and viewing this. Join me on your mat. Bring our palms together to send the chest. Okay? Or sorry, if you're in Shavasana, stay in Shavasana. And I just again want to thank you. Hopefully we'll see you all soon. Okay? Just keep practicing, keep rolling out that mat, keep coming to your mat. This is a place of solitude. It should be a place of gratitude. We want to thank that we have a place to practice. We have the ability